Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are excited to explore the history of business law through 10 famous legal cases. From the earliest days of business regulation to recent landmark decisions, these cases have shaped the way legal principles apply to the world of commerce. Join us as we dive into the details. Case 1, Marbury v. Madison, 1803. One of the earliest and most significant cases in U.S. legal history, Marbury v. Madison, established the principle of judicial review. In this case, the Supreme Court asserted its power to declare laws or executive actions unconstitutional, setting the foundation for the court's authority to interpret the Constitution. Case 2, Dartmouth College v. Woodward, 1819. Dartmouth College v. Woodward emphasized the sanctity of contracts, particularly those involving corporations. This landmark decision protected businesses from state interference and affirmed their rights to enter into binding agreements. It established the concept that states cannot impair the obligations of contracts. Case 3, Gibbons v. Ogden, 1824. Gibbons v. Ogden clarified the Commerce Clause of the U.S. Constitution, giving the federal government the power to regulate interstate commerce. This ruling laid the groundwork for future business regulation by establishing the principle that the federal government has authority in matters of interstate trade. Case 4, Lochner v. New York, 1905. Lochner v. New York marked a significant shift in the relationship between businesses and government regulation. This case struck down a New York law that imposed working-hour restrictions on bakery employees. The Supreme Court's ruling prioritized the freedom to contract and limited the government's ability to intervene in labor matters. Case 5, Plessy v. Ferguson, 1896. Plessy v. Ferguson, although not directly a business law case, had a profound impact on the concept of segregation and racial discrimination in business practices. This ruling established the separate but equal doctrine, allowing businesses to legally practice racial segregation. Case 6, United States v. Microsoft Corporation, 2001. United States v. Microsoft Corporation was a major antitrust case in the technology industry. The court found that Microsoft's business practices violated the Sherman Antitrust Act by engaging in anti-competitive behavior to maintain a monopoly. This case closely examined the impact of monopolistic practices on the market. Case 7, Roe v. Wade, 1973. Roe v. Wade significantly influenced the landscape of business law by establishing a woman's constitutional right to abortion. This landmark Supreme Court case impacted businesses in the healthcare industry and prompted further legal considerations regarding reproductive rights. Case 8, Citizens United v. Federal Election Commission, 2010. Citizens United v. Federal Election Commission reshaped campaign finance laws by allowing corporations and unions to spend unlimited amounts of money on political candidates. This controversial ruling had a significant impact on the role of money in politics and corporate influence. Case 9, Brown v. Board of Education, 1954. While primarily focused on education, the Brown v. Board of Education case was highly influential in shaping the business landscape. This Supreme Court ruling declared racial segregation in public schools unconstitutional, challenging discriminatory practices and opening doors for equal opportunities in business. Case 10 Employment Division v. Smith 1990. Employment Division v. Smith touched upon the balance between religious freedom and employment laws. This case limited the protections individuals have in exercising their religious beliefs in the workplace and influenced subsequent legal considerations in matters of religion and business practices. And there you have it. 10 famous legal cases that have left an indelible mark on business law. From groundbreaking decisions regarding constitutional interpretation to defining the boundaries of corporate power, these cases continue to shape the legal landscape we navigate today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content about the fascinating world of business law.